Hello, and welcome to some more discussion on culturally accepted beliefs. I have split screen here. I'm going to try this again. So I'm reading off of my computer. I wrote this today. Using age as an excuse for our behavior. That's part of our culture. Examples. A 2-year-old that is acting out and the parent says he doesn't know any better because he's 2 years old. A teenager who uses age as an excuse for their own behavior, or a parent that says that they are just being a teen. How about an elderly person that's being rude? So we might say that they are older and they have permission to act the way that they do. My focus right now isn't whether it's right or wrong or good or bad or enforcing boundaries or not. My focus here is that we are using age as an excuse for someone's behavior, their life, and their actions. Another one that ties into this is that we are all human and we all make mistakes. It's like we're always making excuses for a lot of situations. And here's a few of those. She'll grow out of it. He'll grow up. This is just a stage. That part I can agree with. Only because I see humans with nature having seasons of all kinds to go through or endure. However, we can stop making excuses for others and ourselves once we see how much we're really doing this. And why is age such a gigantic deal? It creates comparing, challenging choices, competition. Here are some examples of that. Test scores. You can't go into second grade unless your test scores match the other children, and it's their age. What is that saying to the child and the parent? This is where you should be at this age. This is who you need to be. By 18, you should be this. By 40, you should be this. And by golly, if you do anything out of the normal age range, you're either a genius or an idiot. You're put on a pedestal and placed with external and internal high expectations, or you're placed with these really low expectations, linking all the way back just to your childhood and your age and how you were raised. This links us to the value of a person's life being linked to age and the expectations of that age. I get it. I do. However, we need some sort of nurturing system from birth, not a value system immediately placed. Immediately. You're born and boom, you're measured. You're weighed so that you can be compared to other babies based on how healthy you're going to be, how you're flourishing. I'm a mom. And the idea of my motherhood being evaluated, calculated, and judged based on my child, how it's eating, growing, and thriving, but on a protocol, it's nauseating. And then how about walking? Oh, my kid started walking at 8 months old. Okay, great. There's some competition there and excuses we tell ourselves for our repeated cycles. You know, your brother did it when he was 9 months old. Your sister did it when she was 3, whatever. And also, side note, on the crawling, did you know that the longer you crawl, the more your right and your left hemisphere of your brain develops? Just saying. What if a certain child's path is to crawl until they're 2? Are we going to label them with a disability because we're too busy comparing and competing? Well, so your child gets straight A's until they're 15 and now they hate school. So what? That means that they have a learning disorder and a mental disorder? Why? Because we are basing our success and our achievements on age. And we are trapping ourselves in this, me included. Now that I'm older, it's all about retirement. We even have an age for that. We have an age when we can get Social Security. How many expectations do you have just to be able to drive, to drink, to vote, to get a tattoo, to buy nicotine? You're not allowed to go do that. Why? You're not old enough. Or you're too old. You can't wear that. Why? You're too old. You're too young. What are we really saying? What are you really saying? That age means maturity? I know that's not even close to truth. This isn't about rules or laws anymore to keep humanity human. This is about consumerism, propaganda, power, and control. It's about being better than someone else or less than someone and comparing ourselves with our past selves. When I was 10, I could run 5 miles. I'm old now, so I can't do that anymore. I can't do the things I used to do when I was young. Okay. And what happens when we are in this lack mentality? This feeling of I could be better if or when I'm a certain age or I used to. Where's the present in this present moment in that? Stop competing with yourself based on just your age. Collectively, we aren't instilling values, morals, personal strengths, talents, natural birthrights, education, or sacred knowledge if we're just using age as an excuse for everything. Age happens. It's happening. However, I wonder what would happen if this collective belief that has tied us just became the past. That was then, and this is now. We look, feel, observe our society, and we can see as above, so below. What if we did that? Our outside reflects our insides and vice versa. So start with you, your life, your family. Where do you stand in this? What do you care about? What are you teaching? What are your expectations of age now and in the past within yourself and other people? Instead of blaming an age for behavior, what else can you do? What other options are there? Feel free to comment. That's what I got tonight.